Imagine a man whose forgeries were so flawless, so meticulously crafted, that even the most seasoned experts in the world of philately were utterly convinced of their authenticity. His work was not just good, it was indistinguishable from the real thing, blurring the line between genuine and imitation. This is the remarkable story of John de Sperati, a name that would become legendary among collectors and experts alike. In 1942, with quiet confidence, Sperati sent a selection of his stamps to be evaluated by the world's leading authorities. He knew exactly what he was doing, testing the very limits of expert scrutiny. The experts, including the renowned Dr. Edward Diana, pored over every detail. They scrutinized the paper, the ink, the postmarks, every aspect that could reveal a forgery. Yet, after careful examination, they unanimously declared the stamps to be genuine. The twist in this tale? Every single one of those stamps was a product of Sperati's own hand. He had created them from scratch, using techniques so advanced that even the best in the business were fooled. The revelation sent shockwaves through the philatelic community. The very people entrusted to protect the integrity of stamp collecting had been deceived, and their confidence was shaken to its core. Sperati didn't simply copy stamps. He painstakingly recreated them, matching every minute detail, from the tiniest engraving to the subtle texture of the paper. His dedication to perfection was unmatched. He was a master of chemistry and artistry, understanding everything from the aging of paper to the precise composition of inks. He even replicated the wear and tear of decades-old stamps, making his forgeries nearly impossible to detect. His work didn't just challenge collectors, it called into question the very foundation of stamp authentication. If Sperati could fool the experts, who could be trusted? Unlike most forgers, Sperati didn't hide in the shadows. He actively sought out expert opinions, almost daring them to spot his handiwork. For him, it was a test of skill, a challenge to the establishment. For Sperati, forgery was not about financial gain. It was about artistry, about proving that his craftsmanship could rival or even surpass that of the original creators. He saw himself as an artist, a master craftsman, not a criminal. His motivation was pride in his skill, not profit. But his actions had consequences. His forgeries introduced a sense of paranoia and uncertainty into the hobby, making collectors question the authenticity of even their most prized possessions. Suddenly, every rare stamp was suspect. Collectors and experts alike began to wonder, could their treasures be Sperati's work? The shadow of Sperati's genius lingered for decades, haunting the world of philately and changing the way stamps were collected and authenticated forever. In the end, John de Sperati was more than just a forger. He was the undisputed king of stamp forgers, a man whose legacy continues to fascinate and unsettle collectors to this day. Who was this man who fooled the world? A man whose name would become legendary among collectors, yet infamous among experts. Gian de Sperati's story is one of intrigue, intellect, and deception, a tale that continues to fascinate philatelists and historians alike. Gian de Sperati was no ordinary criminal. Unlike the typical outlaws of his era, he operated in the shadows of high society, blending seamlessly with the very people he would later outwit. Born in the picturesque city of Pisa, Italy, in 1884, Sperati was surrounded by a world of innovation and tradition. The cobblestone streets and bustling workshops of his hometown shaped his early years, instilling in him a deep appreciation for detail and craftsmanship. His family owned a paper mill and a thriving postcard business. From a young age, he was exposed to the secrets of paper, ink, and the delicate art of printing, skills that would later become the foundation of his infamous career. But Sperati's curiosity didn't stop there. He was captivated by the mysteries of chemistry and the emerging world of photography, spending countless hours experimenting and perfecting his techniques. He became a true master of both disciplines. This rare combination of technical skill and artistic talent made him uniquely suited to the world of forgery. He could replicate not just the look, but the very essence of rare stamps. Educated and sophisticated, Sperati moved effortlessly among dealers and collectors, attending exclusive gatherings and earning the trust of even the most discerning experts. People saw him as a passionate fellow enthusiast, someone who shared their love for philately. His charm and knowledge made him a respected figure in the community. Coming from a family of means, Sperati never faced the desperation that drove many to crime. Instead, his comfortable upbringing allowed him to pursue his craft with patience and precision, perfecting his methods over years. He wasn't motivated by financial need, but by a relentless pursuit of perfection. For Sperati, forgery was an art form, a challenge to outwit the experts and create something indistinguishable from the real thing. In many ways, he was the CEO of his own secret empire, orchestrating a network of forgeries that would baffle the world's top collectors and institutions. His story is one of knowledge, skill, and audacity, a testament to what can be achieved when genius meets opportunity. Jean de Sperati was more than just a criminal. He was a master forger whose legacy continues to intrigue and challenge the world of philately to this day. Sperati's journey into forgery began with a genuine interest in stamp collecting. As a young man, he was captivated by the beauty and history contained within each tiny piece of paper. Stamps were more than just collectibles to him. They were windows into distant lands and forgotten eras, each one telling a unique story. Unlike others, he saw rare stamps as technical challenges. While most collectors admired their rarity, Sperati was fascinated by the intricate details and the secrets behind their creation. He wondered what made a stamp valuable and how those values could be replicated or even improved upon. His background in printing and photography gave him a unique perspective. He understood the chemistry of inks, the subtleties of paper, and the precision required to reproduce images. This technical knowledge set him apart from other collectors and gave him the tools to experiment in ways few could imagine. He started by repairing damaged stamps, discovering his talent. Each restoration was a lesson in patience and skill, teaching him how to mimic the original techniques of master engravers and printers. His repairs were undetectable, sparking the idea of creating stamps from scratch. The thrill of fooling even the most experienced collectors became a driving force, pushing him to refine his methods further. He experimented with common stamps, gradually becoming a forger. Each attempt brought new insights, and he began to develop his own techniques for duplicating watermarks, perforations, and cancellations. He treated it like scientific research, studying genuine stamps meticulously. Sperati analyzed every fiber, every ink stroke, and every flaw, determined to make his forgeries indistinguishable from the originals. By the 1920s, he mastered his craft and saw its profitability. The demand for rare stamps was soaring, and Sperati realized that his skills could bring him both recognition and financial reward. He set up operations in Italy and France, producing sought-after forgeries. His workshop became a secret laboratory, filled with specialized tools and guarded techniques. The quiet collector became a master of deception. By day, he mingled with fellow enthusiasts. By night, he crafted illusions that would fool the world. His work changed the world of philately forever. Collectors and experts alike were forced to question the authenticity of even the most prized stamps. Sperati's forgeries were masterpieces, indistinguishable from the real thing. His attention to detail and relentless pursuit of perfection set a new standard in the art of forgery. He was a true artist in the world of forgery. Each stamp he created was a testament to his ingenuity, skill, and audacity. His journey was one of intellect and ego, a story of a man who blurred the line between art and deception, forever leaving his mark on the world of stamps. What made Sperati's forgeries so convincing? His obsessive attention to detail. He sourced perfect paper, even making his own if needed. His mastery of photolithography captured every detail. He recreated original printing methods, even building custom presses. He made his own inks, matching historical compositions. His forgeries passed chemical tests with ease. He added genuine cancellations and aged the stamps. His creations were undetectable masterpieces. Sperati was a historical chemist, recreating the past. His forgeries were a symphony of deception. Creating forgeries was one thing, selling them was another. Sperati was a brilliant salesman, cultivating a network of dealers and collectors. He presented himself as a fellow philatelist selling duplicates. He priced his forgeries slightly below market value, adding minor flaws for believability. This strategy made his deals seem genuine. He mixed forgeries with genuine stamps, lowering suspicion. His career spanned nearly 5 decades, making millions. His forgeries ended up in prestigious collections. He was one of history's most successful art forgers. His skill and confidence were unmatched. Sperati's forgeries were masterpieces of deception. He was a master of selling flawless fakes. How did Sperati avoid capture for so long? The quality of his work was unmatched. His forgeries fooled even the top experts. Many were sold with certificates of authenticity. He lived a quiet life, conducting business discreetly. The stamp market's nature provided cover. Stamps are small and easily shipped, aiding his global operation. Victims' pride kept them silent, protecting Sperati. Law enforcement didn't prioritize stamp forgery. It was seen as a niche problem. Sperati exploited this lack of interest. He was a ghost, operating in a gray area. Sperati's luck ran out in 1942 with a customs inspection. He mailed a package from occupied France to Portugal. Customs officials intercepted it, suspecting capital flight. Charged, Sperati claimed the stamps were his creations, not genuine. He offered to demonstrate his skills in court. Authorities consulted experts, who declared the stamps genuine. This put them in a legal bind. If genuine, Sperati was guilty of smuggling. If forgeries, he was guilty of fraud. The case became a tangled mess. The war delayed proceedings for years. Sperati's confession revealed his identity. The philatelic world learned of the master forger. His story was one of audacity and skill. Sperati's downfall was a simple customs inspection. Sperati's trial in 1948 was a landmark event. The prosecution charged him with fraud. Sperati's defense claimed he sold art, not genuine stamps. He portrayed himself as a misunderstood artist. He argued his work was to humble experts. The court faced a bizarre situation. Ultimately, Sperati was found guilty. He was sentenced but walked free due to his age. Many felt he had won, exposing expert fallibility. In 1953, he sold his forgeries to the British Philatelic Association. He wanted to help collectors avoid being fooled. This final act was a mix of self-preservation and responsibility. Sperati's story was one of deception and legacy. He was a master forger until the end. John de Sperati's legacy casts a long shadow over philately. His forgeries are still discovered today. The British Philatelic Association created reference collections. They published a guide to identifying his work. Sperati forced philately to become more scientific. Expertization became more advanced. His deception made the hobby safer. Sperati's forgeries are now collectibles. They are a testament to his skill and notoriety. His story is a cautionary tale about value and authenticity. He challenged the foundations of a beloved hobby. Sperati proved one man could fool the world.